Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to Real Economy Trucking, Euro style. So just kind of admiring the map a little bit, seeing where we've been. Looks like we've got 3 cities: Dusseldorf, Duisburg, Oberhausen, I missed that one, and Amsterdam. Okay, taking a look at the jobs we have, I'm going to take this really short job of oranges just because I'm going to go over some space that I've not been at. So I'm trying to expand my territory a little bit so that I really can see things. Alright, so this looks like a Volvo. Let's take a look at what we've got. I knew we had an articulated trailer, so we've got a double set here. So let's take a drive. It's less than 100 kilometers, so it shouldn't be too bad here. I assume we're going to have to go to the right.
Turn right.
Just want to make sure I can see out the window there. Oh, a little too far on the curb, but we are longer, so
Get ready to turn left.
I want to make sure we're good.
Turn left.
And try to make that light. There we go. And then we'll worry about our setup a little bit, because what I was hoping to see was if I can see a trip meter somewhere.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I think... No, that's miles to empty. So yeah, whoops. I think I'm going in reverse. I hit things too much. So it doesn't look like we've got a trip meter of any sort here. Alright, light screen. So we're heading to Rotterdam. We see that sign there. Alright. Traject control, so I'm assuming that must be a traffic control. Probably a camera for speeding. Got a motorcycle going on by there. So I did try to add extended light timing in. It caused a crash, so I'm not able to use that. It doesn't appear to work, either with the setup we have or just with the version that we're playing with. So we're gonna have to live with the timing that we've got. Unless someone knows of something else that we might want to try, but I tried extended traffic light timing, which said it was just updated a couple weeks ago, but as soon as I try to start a load, it crashes. Alright, so that's our cruise control in the center there. So we'll go 85. And it looks like we've got, I don't know, 108. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what those 2 gas pieces are. But should be okay, I would think. Coming up to the airport, obviously, we've got some planes. Rotterdam, Den Haag. Looks like we're heading right by the airport. So Rotterdam, 67 kilometers. Looks like we've got a bit of a tunnel, maybe? We do, in fact. So I'm just trying to head on over. I don't know if this truck just isn't very soundproof, but traffic seems louder than I recall from normal, but it's not too bad, but it's definitely something I can hear more of. Yeah, I guess we've got our 305,990 kilometers on the left side, so we at least have our odometer, so we can get a little bit of an understanding. So probably got to get to 306.40 or something. That's probably where we'll get there. So yeah, I've not had motorcycles, and I've actually added them into both the series, because why not? They're truck vehicles that are on the road. Look at that. We're already here, so small little jobs like that, but if we're getting paid at the upper rate, the distance matters a little bit less. Obviously for progression there's a concern, but some of it, you know, a lot of this series is just kind of the enjoyment of the game itself and the different places we get to go. And right now I'm trying to just get to the point where I can get a bank loan and see if I can get myself a truck. So, not a fan of the Volvo, I will say that, at least not this model. Because the trip meters are nice.
Right.
So, I'd like to do that. Alright, so
Right.
I have the gas all the way to the floor. So this truck is just struggling with this hill.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Looks like Paris.
Turn right.
I don't know if that means something in Dutch. I think that would be the language. Or, whoa. Oh, that's just a red light. That's an interesting...
Keep right, and then turn right.
An interesting way to run things together. There's that motorcycle we saw. Are we going to get stuck here because he's not going to turn? We are. I'm not a real fan when that happens. But for whatever reason, he stopped. And we are stopped with him. Pick ace. So yeah, hopefully, you know, some of the fun that should exist for this series is, you know, having the standard Jazzy Cat stuff loaded. You know, he's got hundreds of trucks and thousands of vehicles.
Keep right, and
Things
then
should
turn right.
at least be fun to look at, aside from the scenery as well. Little BMW in front of us there, I believe. Pretty nice. Well, there's the sign to Rotterdam. I guess we're not in Rotterdam yet. We haven't discovered it, actually. I'm hoping that will happen soon. It'd be a shame to have come this way and then not gotten the discovery. Well.
Keep left, and then turn left.
We may be on the outskirts. It may not give it to us.
Turn left.
That is disappointing. Oh well. Can't do much about that then. So, Shu?
Turn right.
Shao? I don't know how this company is pronounced.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, but we are here.
Turn left.
So, let's see. I've got to go in there, but I'm not quite sure exactly where they want it.
Here we are, safe and sound.
You're right, here we are, but okay, so right there is where we have to head. So I'll swing around a bit, and then we'll try to position it. These double trailers here do seem to maneuver pretty well. So, let's see. Alright. Job done, as she says. So, very simple. Unfortunately, again, we didn't discover Rotterdam, but we are a level 2, so we get a skill point. Let's see. If I go here, because right now we can go 250, this only gives us another 100, but it's still something, so let me do that. Alright, so we've seen a Scania, a Volvo, so that's pretty good. Let's see what we've got in the mail. Ah, special transports. So, I can take some of those. Those may start appearing. I'm sure those will be the highest level pay we have. But I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, at this point, we're not getting huge pay at this point, nothing above 44 cents. I'm just going to take this job here that'll get us to Great Britain.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, so we've got a DAF truck here. Doesn't look like we have any GPS, so nothing to turn off there. Got fuel info. Let's see. That's just how much. So yeah, it's just interesting. It might be under that odometer. There is a 0. So we'll see how that goes. Let's take a look at what we've got. As far as our setup, reservoir tank, that seems to be pretty common. It's a pretty long trailer for that, but there may not be something any shorter than that. Pretty basic looking DAF, XF. I don't know if they're commonly referred to as DAF or DAF. But we will get on the road here. So, will it open up the island of the United Kingdom to us, which should be pretty helpful. Let's see.
Turn right.
Alright. I kind of assume it will take me right, but I don't want to always make that
Keep
assumption
left,
and then be
and
wrong.
Then turn left.
So,
Turn left.
gonna head on over. We're gonna take a ferry across, obviously the English Channel, so that'll be good. And I'm thinking at this point, if I keep the trip short, I think a half an hour-ish episode is pretty reasonable. So I'm thinking I might be able to do 2 short runs like this. We did extend the distance to 350 kilometers in some cases, so I do have to be careful in the fact that if I take one of those, that may be a little bit longer. I assume we're going to go
Get
left
ready
here.
to turn left.
We are, there we go. Alright. Leaving
Turn
Amsterdam.
left.
Van Geest International. See, to me, this is exciting because I don't know any of these companies. I'm sure I'll see some that are, more international or global, I guess, is probably the more accurate description. But right now, these are all new to me. Right, so heading out of town the same way we did for the last load. So we've got that tragic control again. But it'll be interesting to see if Rotterdam is the way we'll go, or if we'll stay to the left. So let's listen to what our directions are.
Keep right, and then turn right.
So we are heading that way. I don't actually know where the port would be from the Netherlands to get us
Turn right.
over. So, this just seems like a very thin road, but obviously it's okay. The system doesn't have, or the trucks don't have a difficulty navigating it. So I think it's just kind of getting through to that, or getting used to that. I'm going to put my other mirror up there. Didn't realize I didn't have the driver's side as well, although the ones that appear are pretty good. Yeah, still haven't figured out how to
Go straight on.
turn down the comments there that keep appearing. I don't know where they're coming from. Obviously something on my machine, but it's got me fooled. So yes, this one does have a trip odometer, so that 24 kilometers so far. So again, we had like 133, I think, was our distance here. Or maybe that was our pay. I don't know. Well, we've got to get to the end, so we'll just worry about that, and we'll continue on. And actually, I'm wondering if it's actually closer to 200 something, because, yeah, we were getting paid 44 cents a kilometer, and it was about 133, so in theory, yeah, that might be like 270, 280, now that I think about it, so and that would probably be more realistic as to what we'd expect. Oh, there's the windmills. I think maybe this was the opposite direction we came when I got all excited about it before. But yeah, we're getting a little later on Monday. It's already 6:40 p.m. Police officer, so I want to be careful. I do have my cruise at no tolerance, typically, so it should stay pretty tight. Oh, now we did, so maybe we did discover Rotterdam. I swore it was not yellow when I exited last time, but maybe it unlocked it at some point when we delivered, for example, or something. Or maybe I just wasn't seeing things properly. So far, a similar route to what we've driven, so it should look very familiar. We'll see where it wants us to go. Right or left?
Keep right, and then turn right.
Alright. So we're just going to want to make sure that we're heading there.
Turn right.
We are doing so, as it asked.
Keep left.
Alright, but now, yeah, we're not exiting here, so that's the difference. So now we're going to merge onto this roadway. Large windmills for power generation, typically. So we'll merge here. Nobody's there. I would think we should still get there with some daylight left, so that would be nice. Not even going to try to pronounce
right,
any of those cities,
and then exit right.
because I don't know that I could. Europort,
right.
I assume, is what they call the ferry.
Right, and then turn right.
So at least here we're at the shoreway, and then I don't think we go much further. So maybe it was just 133 kilometers of driving, so that may be all we get experience for. But we may get paid for the distance across the channel, since obviously there's time taken for that. Hull and Felixstowe, it looked like. And then left,
Keep
I imagine,
left,
since
and then turn left.
it won't let us go any other way. TNT
Turn
is a
left.
TV network here. So I don't know. Obviously TNT is a company that ships product in Europe. But I'm less familiar with that. Looks like they're gonna lose the right lane, so I'll stay in the left lane. Initially I was gonna move over since I have to turn right up here, but...
Get ready to turn right.
Alright, so we're already at 115 kilometers.
Turn right.
Just need to be careful here, and then I need to remember when we get off the ferry that we're in the UK, and therefore we'll be driving what I would say is the wrong side of the road, but...
Get ready to turn left.
But that's not for me to say. Obviously they enjoy it, and they live there and drive that way, so...
Finding a new route.
You told me to turn left. Did I misunderstand her in some way? I don't know. I think there's the ferry. Although we probably just need to hit the point here, I guess.
Recomputing.
See what it says. Okay, we don't want to go to Harwich. I assume we want to go to Hull. So we will embark.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
I'm hoping I'm going the right way. I was pretty sure that was the way it wanted us to go.
Reroute.
Alright. So there we go. England.
Okay, let's
Let's
find a
just
new route.
take a quick look here. Yeah, that was where we wanted to go. So we're just going to circle around. And that's right there. But yeah, if we'd gone up to Norwich, that would have been more challenging. So I will just continue straight on, because that will get me to a road.
Reroute.
Assume I want to turn right. Unless it's, no, it's two ways.
Turn right.
I need to turn right, but again, I need to be careful that I'm on the left side of the road. And there's
Get
our
ready
light.
to turn left. Turn left.
I am getting ready to turn left, as it said. Whoop, I gotta stay over here. I almost went across. Would have confused that poor car. Speed cameras. Alright, it's only 48 kilometers here, so I want to be careful I don't go too fast. Got a roundabout coming up.
Keep left.
So I'm gonna... Oh, that's right, we have to go that way. Ooh, hard getting my head around this, because
The second exit.
but I saw the vehicles, so... Alright, so I'm not taking it here. Taking the next one. Right where he went.
Exit now.
And there we go, Felixstowe, A120. And now it's telling us we're what, at 133 kilometers. Right, but we're back up to 80 the way we were before. As far as our speed, oh, that, I cannot get used to this. I was like, am I now on the wrong side? Because now he's heading for me, but he wasn't. It just looked that way. Gonna have a heart attack here in Britain. Test out the NHS. So, but yeah, we've come from the Netherlands, but we're obviously based in Germany. So, okay, Ipswich and Colchester. Not
Keep
going
left,
to either of
and then
those, so
turn left.
I assume we stay left as it says. Chelmsford,
left.
London. Well, wait. So does that mean I want to exit here? It does. Okay. Sorry, car. I wasn't very helpful there.
Keep right.
Alright. So, A12 north, I assume, is the way we're headed towards.
Keep left.
Alright, now we just want to switch on to A12 there. 97. Wow, we could really move. But yes, Felixstowe. I guess Ipswich is this way as well. But yes, I think we're definitely going to get to 200 kilometers here. So we'll see if we get enough to go to another level again. be nice, because I'm assuming we have to get... I'm thinking we probably have to get to at least level 5 before we have bank loans available to us. But I really don't know how this real economy mod that I'm using functions. I just know it said, you know, it has adjustments to banking, and that includes the interest rates so that they're more realistic as opposed to the exorbitant rates that are typically in the game, but those exist because the pay is also pretty exorbitant. Alright, I can actually go faster. So let me do 90 is as fast as I can go. So even though it tells me 97, my truck will not go beyond that. Alright, well, we've already exceeded 200 kilometers.
Keep right.
Alright, so I'm not sure if we're gonna... how this is gonna work. Alright, well that's the Midlands and Norwich. Just take a peek again. Alright, so we're gonna go up and around. And we're gonna go around the roundabout. We're getting there, but we've still got a little ways to go. So this may turn out to be a longer episode than I expected. I'm sorry about that. I guess I could have split these. Maybe I will when I lay them out. I guess we'll see, because if the other one is, you know, if this one's almost half an hour on its own, I'll certainly do that, because I think the other one was about 10 minutes, so could make for a very short episode, but I'm also trying to give folks enough, since these are in essence, you know, a little more than a week apart. I wasn't sure. I'm like, I think that's our green, but the car next to me wasn't moving, so that's what was confusing me a bit. Alright, Felixstowe. That is good. That is where I want to go. So again, we've got a roundabout coming up somewhere here. I'm assuming he knows I'm here. Alright. Ipswich, Felixstowe is still ahead. So yeah, I didn't realize the ferry took 6.5 hours to get across the channel, so I was just thinking we had a few hundred kilometers to drive. Whoops, looks like somebody got into a little bit of a tussle. We've discovered Felixstowe. D.B. Schenker. Alright, so we need to go around the roundabout and then exit the second exit, I think. Whoops. A roundabout with a light. Again, not something I would expect. There we go. We can see it. I guess I don't need to do that. So, looks like we have a light on the other side there too that we're going to need to be aware of. Alright, so we'll go sweep around here. Ah, there it is. Nobody's coming, but it's going to make us wait. So yeah, this looks like it'll exceed the 250, so this may have given us this because we expanded our distance. I don't know why the GPS is not speaking to me anymore. Port of Felixstowe, Port of Britain.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright, at least she's back. I was worried she broke or something.
Turn left.
I'm assuming that's some sort of a dealership again.
Go straight on.
And it might be helpful to discover it if I could. Might just be a recruitment agency now that I look at it. Well, maybe we'll go by just to have the opportunity. Shouldn't be much extra on the time, and
Keep left.
so yeah, clearly the cranes for the various things. So I'm probably going to get yelled at now that I didn't turn.
Finding a new route.
But again,
Get ready
I'd like to
turn left.
see what this is, because if we don't discover
Turn
things, we're then going to have issues. Pro mods, there you go. Quality modding, beyond borders, beyond limits. I don't know that I've seen that before. Pretty nice, pretty special. Ah, a man dealership, so there you go. So it is a dealership, so it was good that I did go around. 'Cause I may choose to do one of those. And this actually gets us where we need anyway, so it worked out, even though I guess it was taking us a different way.
Get ready to turn left.
So definitely lots of containers here near the port.
Turn left.
So looks like we turn left and then immediately turn right.
We are finished.
We are. Alright, there's our spot that they want it. Let's just make sure we get in. And these do have a pretty tight turning radius, so I should, I think, be able to turn myself around here and get positioned appropriately. Oh, hello there, sir. Didn't see you. Alright. Let us see. So, want to head that way. We're a little further out than I would like, but it's alright. Obviously, the only way to solve that is to back up to it, because obviously turning around caused the same issue. It looks like I could have gone in that spot and turned around and probably been a little bit closer. But in any event, whoops, that may have been a bit much. It might work out. Just kind of letting it go at idle speed a little bit, because that should be cleaner for what I need. Alright. Definitely wiggling around more than probably I should as a good trucker. But we are here. I didn't actually see where we were at, 248. There we go, 368. I don't think we quite got enough. But not bad, we got 2 pounds in bonus for level 2. So, slowly getting there, 2,257 euros. And I will see you next time.